Okay, cool. Okay, I'm good now.
Cool.
Oh, I think so. Anyways, we are going to see a Proxy Reaper from Healer. This should be just the macro variant of this, but he did do that very, very quickly. Sent out his first SCV, built his depot at, I believe, 13. Or possibly even... No, was it 13, I think, yeah. But still, very, very quick timing. And we do see a Probe Scout from SKillous, so that will do him credit. But still, it is going to be gate into Nexus, so that Scout is not going to be fast enough.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like you can see it coming, and it's still very possibly gonna do some damage. Like if you don't have your core out or something.
Yeah, and he did delay that Cyber Core a little bit, so this is kind of a big advantage of the map. And SKillous, there is actually a second barracks coming down from Healer. That's very interesting. Not really sure. Okay, we do see that a Zealot is starting up, so that's the right choice, as well as a pylon in a better location.
Now that Rax wouldn't time up for like a CC first, right? Was this like some sort of meta play to think that, like, to make SKillous think that there's a hidden CC somewhere?
I was wondering that, but I can't imagine that it is. Nice pick off on the probe. But he needs to get a fair bit of damage done with this. Oh wow, big grenade though.
Yep, and we'll get one more probe. Oh,
kind of misses the target fire actually on the first shot. The second shot did come through.
Oh,
and a big surround. That is actually huge, and Healer is not going to be satisfied with that. Does have the second. Oh, the second Reaper's going to go down immediately. Really well done by SKillous, snapping the neck on that Reaper. And
that is not ideal.
He's got to be feeling great about that.
So yeah, like you said, this was sort of the macro variant, so it's not as bad. Not like it's double proxy racks or anything like that. Still, not a good situation to be in because you really want to do more damage than that.
Yeah, and he did build that second barracks before he built the command center, so his SCV production is going to be way behind relative to the Protoss Probe production for quite a while. Chrono Boost not even included.
Yeah, just straight up ahead.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we see a Stargate follow-up, which also is nice since it's not as much so because of that second barracks before expansion, and also, wow, the once again going for the Magfield Accelerator upgrade. But it's still going to be nice for map control on this map, and it is going to be an Oracle first. Like that decision.
The Oracle, once again, could run into a problem with the Cyclone, but if it's anything like last game, it's still going to get a few kills off.
Yeah,
but it was a bit of a misstep instead of a like a brilliant play from SKillous.
Yes. I would have liked to see SKillous actually move his Adept Shade in to block the natural expansion from landing for just a second, but instead trying to go for that scout. Didn't take any hull damage, or, well, I guess physical damage is what you would call it on the Adept. But still, I would have liked to see maybe something a little bit more. Also going for that Robo and now 3-gate follow-up, so he is going to be getting some production, but not in time to deal with this push. And the Mothership Core did burn a Photon Overcharge early, so it's only going to have 1, maybe 2 in time to deal with this.
Yeah, it also went for a scout and had to recall, so that wastes a bit more of the energy too.
Really good for SKillous right now. He's going to pick off that Oracle, or that Cyclone. Got to be careful that he doesn't get locked on. Whew, just barely staying out of range.
Yeah, and if the Oracles can get on top of the Cyclone before the lock-on happens, they can most definitely fight it, especially with 2 on top. But got to be careful.
Yeah, I think Healer he probably should have just gone home. After losing that first Cyclone, I think it took too much power out of this. He's doing the same build again though with combat shields.
That's interesting.
Very much so.
Once again against an adept composition, so that's
I like that he is going home though now. Still, I feel as though once he lost the first cyclone, his objective should have been get the oracles, and that's it. Try and get creative with predicting their flight path, maybe, or I don't know, try and bait them towards the front, but not push in. But now he's just incredibly far out of position to deal with these adepts, and he's going to take potentially critical damage.
oh, with the double oracle here too. Yeah, so many SCVs going down. The adepts will get cleaned up, but a lot of damage being taken for fairly expendable units.
5 of those SCVs have 1 HP right now. Thank that adept nerf.
I was gonna say it's one of those thank God they don't have +1 moments.
Yeah, right? Oh man, do you actually right after the patch to nerf adepts, State did a build where he would get a very fast +1 with a forge and still do adept drops. Oh, sorry, pardon me.
Fallen out of favor, but I remember a few parents complaining about that. There was like, well, this is dumb. I still just die, but it's with +1.
Yeah.
Now they can macro out of it.
Yeah. Eventually they figured out that you could deal with it, like it was enough of a nerf to make things fair. But this is a really weird push. There are 4 cyclones with this army.
Well, I mean, Healer loves him some cyclones.
He really does.
And I mean, they are a pretty cool unit. I think they're pretty well designed, so it's cool to see them fit more of a like army composition style instead of the like I get 1 so I don't die.
Yeah.
Oh, but no late force fields.
Yeah, if he had force fielded that correctly, he could have cut that army up and absolutely decimated it. But as it is, he is going to lose everything. 1 more immortal walking up. But oh, nice. He predicts the target fire and pulls back prematurely. Very nicely done. Oh, but there he didn't save it. I feel like if he'd saved it right there, he might have been able to end the game. As it is, he's still going to do a lot of damage.
Already done a lot of damage, really. Like,
yeah,
definitely equalized this game from a position where we were talking about like how he was so far behind.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if that push had been held, with Healer's command center, 3rd command center being so late, and the 3rd of SKillous being a gold, we see just a massive lead for SKillous. But as it is right now, he's floating a lot of money. He's behind in supply. Now I say floating a lot of money, that actually will help him catch up. But he's in a much worse position than he should be. I say should as though it's just easy to cast perfect force fields on a dime, but...
Well, I mean, we're both Zerg players, right? So force fields are always perfect.
Exactly, yeah. Oh man, when they added Ravagers, I was so happy. I'm so happy I don't lose to force fields, like, with no way to deal with it now. It's really nice.
Some small counterplay, even if it does take like 3 seconds to actually hit.
Yeah. It's just enough to discourage players from using force fields, which is just great. But we do see a big stim coming in here. 4 Widow Mines with this push, and the pylon going to get targeted down very quickly with that Photon Overcharge. He doesn't have a big army, though, so he does have to... Ooh. Oh, nice. Takes down the Mothership Core. He does have to be careful to not push past these Widow Mines. Skillous taking a very ambitious 4th, and it's actually just going to get flown over. And my guess is Healer's, going to drop, and then with this rallied army, he's going to go after that 4th base. But Skillous splitting his army pretty nicely. Maybe not enough to deal with it in the main, though. Oh, does that Gibbs over?
Oh, that is so good.
Yeah, that was
second Widow Mine here.
Ooh, big shot on the Adept there. And Healer. Oh, no, Skillous moving his army out of position. Healer is going to be able to take down the gold base.
Oh, and that could have been so bad. It's very smart placement of the Widow Mines to get the retreating probes, but nice reaction from Skillous.
Yeah, absolutely. And really nice from Healer taking advantage of this map and actually taking advantage of the ambitious fourth from SKillous. So if we take a look at the oh no, this actually could be huge. These Widow Mines, they're about to come off cooldown. Oh, big shot on one. Another pretty nice shot. Could have been a lot worse though. And in fact, it still could. Hey, look, a cannon. Nice.
There we go. Susan will be pleased. I'll show her this VOD.
It will not be done before the Widow Mines come off cooldown again. And there's still a Widow Mine in the main as well as at the third base. Man, Healer really loves his Widow Mines.
Widow Mines Cyclone.
Yeah, seriously. Oh,
no. My god, oh my
no.
god. Oh.
That, once again, could have been so... If he'd been target firing that would
have been game over, basically.
Yeah. As it is, he's so far ahead in army supply, and we do see a big fight taking place in the middle of the map.
Here it comes. Freedom raining from above.
Yes. Only one railgun getting fired. Ooh, nice force fields there. But still enough to take down that adept. I love when the armies awkwardly disengage and there's still one unit left on the other side of the force field.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like SKillous will be able to push this back. Oh, but the big Widow Mine hits.
Yeah. And despite the fact that he does push that back, he is so far behind on supply right now.
Yeah, we got the reinforcements coming up.
Yeah, that slow warp in pylon.
World's most depressing warp-in.
Yeah,
like, those Widow Mines almost reactivated by the time that warp-in finished.
One or two of them will. And,
oh my god. Oh, the blink.
He does blink away from the rest, but still, he lost a stalker there. I would love to see... Okay, yeah, he does have a Templar Archives being added on. But we do see another engagement, and this looks like it's going to spell the end of Skillous's army. And yeah, running down that Immortal for sure. Tags it with the concussive shells, and it will get chased down. Ha! That one sad pickup from the sentry. Ooh, nice to even spot the observer there. Good job by Healer. Skillous does still have a lot of gas in the bank. So yeah, if he can warp in just a crap ton of Archons, that'll help out a lot. Oh, we did see another Widow Mine drop at the gold base.
Healer, so much action going on. I just can't always get it.
Yeah, no, I only saw the tail end of it. I just saw it being killed off. It looks like it killed a few probes. But we do see, yeah, a big push coming in, and those Archons not going to finish up in time, and that will be GG. So Healer evening up the series, one apiece.
Yeah, very cool game. Pull it back from a really disadvantageous position.
Yeah, and you got yourself a stew going.
There we go.
Oh, Skillous playing for Nuit Blanche on EU.
Okay.
And wait, he's playing for Skillous on EU, or sorry, Nuit Blanche on EU and Craze on NA.
Well, we're on EU right now, right? And the clan tag was Craze.
Oh, okay.
So maybe Elizabeth Eviljoy in the chat is confused about what server we're on. I'm not sure, because if it was put as a question, right? So maybe I don't know. Oh wait, we gotta get you in here.
Oh, okay.
Can you just join off me, or do I have to invite you?
I got you.
Okay, cool.
That's a word that I did not use for a long time, fam. And then I moved to Scarborough, and now I say it.
Okay, so you've joined the fam.
I've joined the fam. The fam. May in the background was just going, oh my god.
Brilliant. I don't even know, where did that originate?
I have no idea.
It's just become one of those things that I associate mostly... Actually, I get most of my youth lingo and pop culture from watching StarCraft, which is kind of weird because like it's not the most trendy thing in the world, but just watching our players interact with each other, I was like, this whole fam thing. I had never heard of the whole salty phenomenon until people started saying it in StarCraft.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That one I'd heard of before, but
I'm just totally behind the times.
that's okay. It happens. I was behind the times too. No, she is right though. I definitely learned it from Kings of the North. Desro said it a lot. Nav from the Score Esports, shout out to them, said it a lot. Who else said it? Huck said it a lot. Scarlet even said it a little bit, and Jake, no regret, Umpleby said it quite a bit.
Interesting.
But we are going to be getting into Game 3 on Frozen Temple, and spawning down in the bottom right position of Frozen Temple, it is the red Terran player. Give it up for Healer.
In the top left, our blue Protoss player, SKillous.
Going to be showing us if he lives up to his name or not.
There we go.
Hopefully
Thank you
not.
for improving my intro, because I just felt like my intro game was totally off there. You had like a really, really suave bring in, and I was like, yeah, there's some guy up here, his name's SKillous. I was like, oh.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He'll be there.
Yeah.
He'll be there for a while, probably. I don't know. We do see SKillous going for a scout around the base, kind of getting a little bit paranoid after that opening, from that Reaper opening, I should say. But Healer's like, nah, you don't even know me. I'm going to build an engineering bay.
Yep, going back to his roots.
Yeah. Just like the song. And yeah, it is going to work out for him, because SKillous is going to try and go for a Nexus, and he's not going to be able to. And he might actually... No, he is going to get the engineering bay much closer to the completion.
Oh, so
man,
close.
look at that. 25 of 25. Oof. So beautiful. A beautiful stop construction.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Brilliant, even.
Yeah. Fantastic fungals.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. We do see Marine is about to pop out and going to be able to most likely kill off this probe. Hopefully get it pretty quickly. Actually, the probe not really microed at all, and it will go down. Just kidding. Oh, there we go. Goes right back into the gun.
Yep.
An interesting move. And once again, we see reactor into factory opening. So it looks like he's probably going to go for that Megfield accelerator build again.
Quite possibly. Although, didn't we see a tech lab off the barracks for that build?
You're right, we did. Good point. What a scrub. Pay attention to the game, Steadfast.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you even in Grandmaster?
Are you even GM? Do you even see this game? Nice by SKillous checking the wireframe of the Nexus. Make sure he places that pylon in the right location. We do see the second racks coming up even before Command Center. So I wonder if this is going to be a 2-1-1 build. Basically just a one base all in.
Yeah, I mean, it is on Frozen Temple, and that's like where we see this, right? Like it's such a good map for getting this like contained build, since you've got the you basically have the concave as the aggressor.
Yeah, you do. If you can like seal them into the natural, Liberators are just so ridiculously good, and siege tanks, to be honest, because if you can lock down that ramp. Dasan Station is like a more severe version of it. It's almost checkmate. It's pretty rough to deal with for sure, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought for a second SKillous was just gonna face check with his adept, but does use the psionic transfer.
Yeah,
and actually, you really don't want to lose that adept when your opponent's doing an early aggressive build like this. Well, he's actually going to pull some SEVs with it. Might be building some bunkers. That could be really, really
Okay, yeah, this is definitely the all-in variation. So, like, I mean, there are a few different ways people do this, right? Some go like, you could even do like a Reaper expand into this for like a 2-base version, but this is gonna be like in your face. I'm making bunkers.
Yeah.
We got the Cyclone, and I'm assuming gonna be a Liberator.
I would hope so. Well, Blink will be finishing up in just a second, but for now he does lose a Stalker, and that's a big deal. This pylon is actually not in a great position. It doesn't cover the ramp.
Yeah. I mean, the one nice pickup from SKillous is getting 2 out of the 3 SCVs. So bunkers are not really going to be that effective here if you can't get that repair on it.
Yeah, as well as he did almost take down the medevac, which is a pretty huge deal. The SCV needs to be repairing that pronto, and wow, it does go down.
Okay, that really changes this.
Yeah, he has lost a lot, though, and yeah, with Mothership Core still up, this... Well, it buys a lot more time for the Protoss player, and with no medevac to heal things up, this gets a lot more complicated. Oh, but a blink forward, I don't think I like that at all. Oh, he needs to get back in before there's another pylon overcharge.
Yeah, has he been able to see it? Has he been able to get a count on the energy?
I don't believe so. He did earlier, but he would have had to have continued to keep track. He would have had to been continuing to keep track, but he was not. But still, the Liberator coming up is going to provide so much more power to this push. And actually, he pops that very prematurely, that last pylon overcharge. And as a result, he's not going to have really any way of dealing with this, I feel. If I were the Terran player, I would be sneaking my Liberator forward while that was up.
Yeah, or at least like picking away with the Cyclone or something.
Yeah, instead he actually unsieges it when the Psionic Transfer comes through. And nice pickoff, nice target fire on that Liberator. And I think this might be held now. Yeah, that's going to be held. An untimely unsiege on the Liberator just as the Psionic Transfer is finished, and it cost him a lot of DPS.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have made enough of a difference to make that holdable. Like, not really holdable. He was being aggressive anyway. To make that difference in the aggression, but still, like when you're doing an attack like that, especially when you already lost the medevac siege tank combo, you need to be doing as much damage as possible.
Yeah, well, as it was, only 2 Stalkers survived, and I think they were exactly 3 Liberator shots from being killed off completely. So it might have actually left the Liberator completely uncontested for that entire fight. And if that's the case, I think that push does work. As it is right now, SKillous, though, very, very far forward on the map. It is going to work out for him. He's going to be able to crush this army, and with it the game, but could have been a little dicey, but still, nice micro by him. And he is going to completely crush this Terran army and actually look to end the game with 2 bases versus 1. Ooh, nice target fire on the tank, though.
Yeah, here you get into that situation where it's like SKillous is undeniably ahead, but it's just so hard to kill a Terran who doesn't want to die. You know, like if they're sitting in their base with siege tanks, like he's continuing to get further ahead because it is 2 base versus 1. You know, he's got a supply advantage, worker advantage. You know, he's ahead in every way, but
this is actually one of those scenarios where you can go kind of crazy with how far ahead you want to get. Like you can, I wouldn't say you can take out the Colossus, but you can take a 3rd base. You can add on a Forge. You can add on Resonating Glaives, which is what he's doing. But he's also adding on 3 gates instead of continuing to probe up. So I don't know. He is going to Psionic Transfer and Blink on top of the tanks. And nice pickup from Healer, but it's a little bit late to save the first one. And yeah, there's just way too much Protoss. Nice pickups on that medevac.
Oh, and then the Warp Prism coming in. another good pickup, but like now it's just when you have adepts fighting SCVs, like that's just not good.
I hate the premature pylon overcharge.
Sometimes it happens though.
Yeah,
Sometimes it happens.
They got medication for that.
Yeah.
Adderall is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make you more likely to go off early?
Yes, I suppose it would.
We need something to like calm you down.
Yeah, you are right about that.
There you go.
Something medicinal that will just relax you.
Yes. Legal in some areas.
Ha. I've heard that Colorado's great for that, though.
Hmm.
Of course, we're talking about fresh air.
Yes. Mountain air and maybe a bit of Gore's Banquet beer.
Yeah, it's actually pretty tasty. It's kind of like drinking a meal. Not as much as Guinness, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, like Guinness, you need a fork, but...
Yeah. And a steak knife.
Mm-hmm.
I never really... Guinness never really appealed to me. I couldn't get into it.
Oh, really? I love it.
Yeah?
I love it. Yeah. I'm not even really like a big beer drinker.
It's interesting.
It's just one of those things where it's like, if some friends are like, "Hey, you want to come up to the bar?" I was like, "Well, I'd really rather be playing StarCraft, but if we do this, can you at least buy me a Guinness?" And they're like, "Sure."
Nice.
There we go. And
go to the Winchester, grab a pint, and wait for this to all blow over.
Exactly.
And spawning in on the bottom right of King Sejong Station, it is the player. He's down 1-2 in this best of 5. Give it up for the Terran player, Healer. Going for a gas first. Interesting.
And the top left, our blue Protoss player for Craze SKillous.
I like that. Craze SKillous. Double trickery with the names right there.
There we go.
And he is going to be going for a block on that Reaper jump up position. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. It's one of those sort of like evolving meta things. As more people do this, more Reapers just go up the main ramp because there's like nothing there anymore. But
yeah, exactly. But we are going to see once again the probe scouting around his natural and third base to look for any sort of sneakiness. I really like what Healer does, by the way, with his SCV that's building a gas. So he sets the SCVs to mine there, and then with the one that's building the gas, he actually cues it to the front of the refinery, and then clicks it into the gas. So it ensures that it'll always pop back out on the right side.
Interesting.
The proper side, I should say. Just a little touch that doesn't make a big difference, but it can. Well, really, it just makes you feel good as a player.
And it makes you feel good, and it makes everything a little crisper, right? Like if you want to take your game from like the top 1% to the top 1% of the 1%, you gotta be hitting those little things because every edge you can get matters.
Yeah, pretty much. And we do see the Reaper does take down that scouting probe. The probe did not see anything, correct?
I don't think so. No, I believe it just got... it saw the lack of a natural, but you could assume it's being built in the main. Like, you don't have enough information to say that it is for sure not there.
Yeah, especially with a player like Healer who likes to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, we do see a robo going down from SKillous, so gonna give him the potential to scout with either an observer or a war prism drop.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if we're going to see something similar to last series, what we saw Healer do with the the mass Widow Mine drops.
Yeah, with the drilling claws, I think we probably will. Oh, and we actually see the Adept go down in the middle of the map. Doesn't even take down the Reaper or do damage to the Cyclone. Nicely done from Healer.
Yeah, that is a really big deal.
Yeah. And we'll see in just a moment, I think, if he's going to throw down that armory. And there it goes. Yep. So it is going to be that Drilling Claw build. This is pretty cool, I got to say. And Healer has not actually taken any permanent damage. And there we go. He takes one just as I say that. Oh, nice.
Just to spite you.
Yeah, just to... Yep. Exactly as you say, just to spite me. Locking onto a single probe. Pretty nice right there. If he can force out even just another pylon overcharge, that's pretty nice. Widowmine only gets one SCV or probe kill. But SKillous, he does not have very well positioned pylons to deal with Widowmine drops. None in the main base, and just that one that he finished at the natural.
Yeah, so, Observer going to be floating over, but where is it? Is it out yet? Yeah, it is out. Is it? Okay, it's just now coming over.
Yeah.
So it's going to get one more SCV.
I do like that, just sacking the probe instantly. Even though it sucks to lose that one probe, it means you're going to be able to get back to mining immediately, and you're actually going to make up for that very, very quickly. With look at that, that's 8 probes, 9 probes.
I'll say they just need to get like one rally of minerals, and that's totally paid for, right? So
pretty much, yeah. Because it's not just about how much money you make in StarCraft; it's about how quickly you make it.
Oh, but here we go, another drop coming in. No reaction yet. Oh, they clump up, but not.
Oh, 5 kills.
Nice hit, yeah.
And another one coming in the natural. This is okay. Only gets one this time.
Yeah, good reaction on the second one.
Yeah, where'd the observer go?
Let's see. Is there?
Oh, it went back into the.
No, it went to the natural of Healer.
Oh no, this is very unfortunate. And he's just now starting another one. Both of these Widow Mines are going to shoot again. This is.
Oh, and a third one being dropped in the natural. Gets a pull, but this means that the other one is going to go off, and they are okay.
That was so close to catastrophic.
Yeah, that could have just been the game right there. But the one in the main went off again as well, and gets 2 more.
Oh, geez. This is starting to really pile up. He should get these 2 at the natural before they shoot again, but it is going to be close. Oh, man, is it ever going to be close?
And really, the important thing to note is, like, this was all done before Drilling Claws finished. Oh, it does go off.
Another 3 probes.
That is such a big deal.
Jeez, he's really just pushing his opponent to the limit, and he is up 11 workers right now. Now, granted, he's now behind in army supply a little bit because he is throwing so much into this. And we are actually going to see a counterattack from SKillous against the backdoor rocks, no less. So there is nothing really to defend right there. Just the army units themselves.
No bunker in position, though.
No,
that could be a big deal, and this is sometimes that weird counterplay to your opponent doing too many cool crazy things. Is you just walk over and kill them, and like
yeah,
that might be what we see.
This is completely unscouted. The Drilling Claw Widow Mines. Oh, if he could have killed that observer, that would have been huge, but he doesn't get it. Oh, there is actually the other one at the natural. Never mind. Oh, big force fields. Got to pick up those SCVs and get them across the force fields. No, he's not going to do it. And he's going to lose all of them. Nice force fields coming out from SKillous.
Yeah, very, very well executed timing attack here, and I just don't think there's enough here to defend. Like, what do you do at this point as Healer? I guess you try and attack your own tech lab. That's what you try and do. But
that's one thing.
Yeah,
and, Healer's on his last life, so he needs to hold right here to have a chance at this this tournament. But all of his Widow Mines in his opponent's base has been cleaned up. Oh, the Widow Mine burrows but doesn't get the shot off.
So it's just going to be game.
Yeah, there's just too much Protoss right here. Well played by SKillous, and it looks like we are going to see Bly versus SKillous in the finals. Well done.
Has Bly moved forward?
Yes, Bly has 3-0'd. He 3-0'd, yeah.
Okay, so Bly really just crushing through here. Yeah.
You know what?
That is, map yet.
Yeah, that is so unfortunate for for Healer, because I feel that if he had just recognized the attack coming from the back door, he could have probably pulled into his main base, kept sending out Drilling Claw Widowmine attacks, and eventually just won the game.
Yeah.
Like, because he had done a lot of economic damage to his opponent.
Yeah, the more he delayed, the more holdable that was, right? Because he'll just be making more stuff every minute.
And the thing is, Widowmines were actually so good against that army from SKillous. It was just that he didn't have them burrowed. He didn't have them in position. And he didn't even really realize what was happening until the psionic transfers morphed on top of his army.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was